Welcome to the Dub House. I'm your host, Uncle Trey. We are here and we are live in the Dub House. We are ready for Uncle Trey Talks. We're just starting up here. Things going like usual. Got my new camera, should be here today, so hopefully it's look a little bit better. Starting soon. This camera is doing its job, but it's the little piece at the bottom where the little piece on the bottom where the holder goes into is broken out of it, so it doesn't really sit still, so it moves around a lot. So once I get it situated, it's like I gotta constantly move it and get it back to where I need it to go. But it is what it is. I'm just do what I gotta do with it. Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 25th, 2025 at 6:50 a.m. I'm on a little bit late again today, just because Uncle Trey is tired. Uncle Trey was up late doing a business plan, and I got it done. I got it all done. So now I just have a few more things to do. I got to start making merch for this particular client, and then I will be ready to release it. I think I am going to call a meeting with them to go ahead and review what I've gotten done so far. Before I make this merchandise, maybe I'll hop on, and if he has time, I'll do the merchandise online with him. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go live. Uncle Trey is tired today. I'm really tired today. Like I said, I'm working hard trying to build out the Dub House, with it's kind of scary, right now with things that's happening in the with the government and everything, and with businesses, because there's tariffs. Trump thinks that these are good things. The companies right now, a lot of these companies are absorbing the cost of the tariffs, and so it's not going to be sustainable for a long time. So pretty soon they're going to have to start passing it down. I don't know why the people who support these tariffs think that the other countries are going to pay it and not going to pass the cost along. I don't know why they do that. They think that, but it is what it is. Let's see. It is what it is. Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't know what I was just doing, but I was doing it. I was trying to share out this. I was trying to get a link to share this out, and I didn't realize I was copying the link. I thought I was a menu was supposed to pop up, but it was. It didn't. So let's see. But so that's what's going on. So I'm just trying to be consistent. I'm tired, rather been in the bed right now, to be honest with you, just because I'm tired. No other reason. But I came and I logged in and I came on to be with you guys and do Uncle Trey's Talks. Consistency is the key. Being tired is not an excuse. Being tired is not an excuse. So yeah, no excuses. I'm tired, but I'm here. Type of deal. Okay, there you go. Now it's doing what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Alright, oh, I see what's going on. Alright, Can't do that here because I'm actually in the Dub House's page. I need to go to Uncle Trey's page, but that's okay. We're gonna get this done, and we're gonna get it right. This is what happens when you're up late and you're working late and you're trying to get things done. You leave settings in certain places that you don't normally leave them. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now I can do what I wanted to do. Now I can do what I wanted to do. Some of the other names on there later another time when I'm a little bit ready, when I'm a little less rusty, and have a better camera, can put on a better presentation. Because like I said, this camera keeps moving, keeps showing my junk behind me, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll stay still. I just wanted to sit just like this, and I don't know why it's doing that jerking. But anyway, we are good and we are set now. There's not a lot of news again. You know, sometimes I'll get up and come in here and there's a ton of news, but some days like today, there's just not a lot. It's just not a lot. So I'm pulling together what is there. It may be an abbreviated show today, just simply because of that. But we're gonna have it today anyway. And then Uncle Trey needs to get some rest. But no rest until later, because then I have to go pretend like I want to be. I have to go be on this job. So gotta finish it out though. Gotta finish it out. Finish what you start. I'll be here until either next. I'll be there till next week, Freedom Day, or they tell me that's it. You can go ahead and step away. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. Let's go. I got everything pulled together, everything in the right spots. So let's get this show on the road. Uncle Trey has let you know what he's got going on. Like I said, I got my business, one of my first business plans. I got that done. So now I just have to work on the merchandise. So I'm going to start on my second business build, and then get that process rolling. So that way I can go ahead and get that client rolling. So that way they can get their logos and stuff on their business cards and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and do what we have to do. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do what we have to do to make that happen. Okay. Yeah, so I forgot. I'm still trying to share the live out, trying to get some guests on here, but I forgot I copied something else and didn't recopy the link. All right. Don't you hate it when stuff has latencies? I just really hate it when things have latencies. You're trying to scroll and then it just freezes and then it goes and it freezes. Then I got this on my small screen over here because I have you guys right in front of me, and then I have my browser on the next screen to my right, and then I have the next screen is my small one. And I don't have my television connected to my computer, so I can't move anything to the television. But I just need to send this to one more thing, and it's just when I'm looking at my text messages on the computer, I know what to do. When I'm looking at my text messages on the computer, it shows me everything, including spam messages that's normally blocked on my phone. Yeah, it's time to restart. Oh, then also StreamYard. StreamYard slows my computer down a lot. So, alright, there we go. Now I've done what I wanted to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick this show off. Let's get ready. Let's get going into the news. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. Let's see what they're talking about here nationally today. So Trump demands an investigation into the escalator triple sabotage despite the UN explanation. So that's what Trump does. He wants an investigation on everything except for himself. So everybody's a criminal, everybody's a crook except for Donald Trump himself, I guess. So he demands an investigation into the escalator. My understanding is that it was his team that was running it, and it was his team that sorry, I forgot I had my fan on. I usually turn that off when I'm recording because it's really loud. And I just thought about it. I'm like, man, I can't hear myself think over this doggone fan. So I just turned it off. That's much better. All right. So the escalator escalation that keeps escalating. That's hilarious. President Donald Trump has demanded an investigation into what he called a triple sabotage at the United Nations General Assembly, including his allegation that an escalator was deliberately halted while he and First Lady Melania Trump were riding it. The UN says the escalator was likely stopped when a White House videographer accidentally triggered a safety mechanism. Nonetheless, Secretary General Antonio Guterres' office said late Wednesday he has ordered a thorough investigation into the three incidents mentioned by Trump and was ready to cooperate in full transparency to find out what caused them. Another again, they're bowing down to Trump. Man, I would have said, man, we gave our explanation and that was what happened, and sent him on his way, especially after the way he dogged them out. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this came after Trump posted a 358-word complaint on Truth Social detailing the three very sinister events. Aside from the escalator issue, he saw malice and faults with his teleprompter and audio during his speech to the assembly, in which he had initially made light of the issues and told Western nations, your countries are going to hell over immigration. Yeah, so yeah, look at what he's doing. He's trying to force his views on the whole world. That man is like I said, it's like we got the leader Doofus Smirch even incorporated. That's what it feels like. I just can't believe this. So what's become a fraught back and forth between the White House and the General Assembly. Stephen Durek of the UN spokesman detailed the sequence of events that caused that traveler to halt. A readout of the machine's central processing unit indicated that the escalator had stopped after a built-in safety mechanism was triggered at the top of the escalator, likely by the White House videographer who had boarded before the president and the First Lady. Durek said the safety mechanism is designed to prevent people or objects from accidentally being caught and stuck or pulled into the gearing. But yet he thinks that so that shows you how bad of a person you are if you have to sit here and think that everybody's out to get you. He thinks everybody's out to get him because he has a lot of people that just don't like him. I don't like him, but I ain't out to get him. I figure this. God is gonna take care of it for us. So there ain't no need to doing nothing. There ain't no need for nobody to do nothing. Just sit back and relax. It's gonna happen naturally when you do evil to people like that. It doesn't last. It's just nobody has to do anything. Nature takes its course. Nature takes on. But anyway, let's keep on pushing forward. So I'm not gonna keep going. It's just like I said. You probably likely saw what happened. The elevator stopped on a dime, and while they were getting on, they had to walk up. But it worked for everybody else. I thought it was funny and hilarious, but again. But it wasn't me, and I don't have a soft ego like that. I don't get easily offended or upset. I would even call for no investigation on it. I would just be like, oh, whatever, and kept going. But anyway, U.S. business activities is cooling, cools a little bit further than what it had already. No widespread price increases have happened yet, but from what bits and pieces of it I read, there's other causes of it. So the U.S. business activity is slow for a second straight month in September, and though firms complained about the tariff increasing costs, they were not raising prices for their goods and services, which bodes well for the inflation outlook. The survey from S&P 500 on Tuesday suggested that businesses were absorbing most of the important duties and supported some economics arguments that tariffs would not have a lasting impact on inflation. Chair Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said on Tuesday a reasonable base case was that tariffs would result in a one-time one-time increase in the price level spread over several quarters show up as somewhat higher inflation during that period. The U.S. Central Bank chief added that near-term risks to inflation are titled to the upside. So though the inflation has picked up some in recent months, prices have so far not skyrocketed that had been feared when President Trump rolled out his sweeping tariffs. Consumers have become picky, and businesses have even been selling merchandise accumulated before the import duties were imposed. Producers are absorbing a substantial portion of the tariffs. S&P's survey assures the Fed is about the inflation outlook. I'm sorry. I do apologize, but as a startup, I did have to raise my prices in the store for things that had tariffs that they told me about. So I couldn't. I can't afford to absorb any of that in my bottom line. I'm a small business. I'm just getting started. I mean, I just had a few sales, and that's about it. So I'm really trying to get going with it, and to sit here and charge people extra money because of trade tariffs, I just can't. I just can't bring myself to do. So accepting that. I'm sorry, charging other people for tariffs, absorbing the cost of the tariffs is something I just couldn't do right now. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, so businesses are cooling. A lot of the companies are absorbing the cost. But what happens when they when they can no longer do it? People are spending less. So that's going to slow the growth of the economy. I just don't see why this is looked at to be such a good idea. I don't know. It's just my thoughts. I'm not going to talk about it further. But we're just going to keep on moving. That's it for the national news. There really wasn't a lot out there. So let's come see what's happening locally. Now there's new maps at the Chicago airports that offering a guide for travelers with sensory issues. That's nice. Go ahead and take care of everybody. That's what I like. Take care of everybody. Don't just take care of the people who could take care of themselves. Take care of everyone. Don't matter what your race is, what your color, what your nationality. Everybody deserves to be taken care of, whether you're here, whether you're documented, undocumented. I don't care. You shouldn't be treated like crap. Okay. What else is going on? The Cubs magic number for home field advantage in the home wild card round. I'm just looking at different news today because, like I said, it's kind of dry out here in news. So let's see what the magic number is for the Cubs to get home field advantage. They snapped a 5-game losing streak, and they took a two-word clinching home victory, home field advantage. So the Cubs, who coughed up a 6-1 lead to the New York Mets on Tuesday night in Wrigley Field, redeemed themselves with a 10-3 victory over the same squad on Wednesday. They moved closer to securing a top wild card spot in the National League thanks to the San Diego Padres' loss to the Milwaukee Brewers at Petco Park earlier that day. After the Cubs win, here where things stand in the National League wild card race. The Cubs standing is 89-69. San Diego Padres 87-72. Two and a half games behind the Cubs. And then the New York Mets 81-77. So the Cubs got a better record than I. Okay, go ahead, Cubs. The Arizona Diamondbacks, they're 80-77. And the Cincinnati Reds are 80-78. Okay, yeah. So yeah, good job. Okay. To get home field advantage, the Cubs magic number has dropped. In the wild card round has dropped to just 2, so I guess they got to win 2 more games to get home field advantage in the wild card game. That means a combination of 2 Cubs wins and Padre losses would see the wild card round series open up at Wrigley Field on Tuesday. Yep. So who are the Cubs' possible opponents? The Padres win over the Brewers on Tuesday night ensures the Cubs only have 2 potential opponents this postseason. So congratulations to the Cubs for making the playoffs and doing well this season and trying to keep pushing through. It's good to see Chicago teams going ahead and moving forward and getting into the playoffs. They had that, so we're going to keep moving forward. So now you see that in Dallas, they had that pew-pewing at the ICE facility. The ICE, the shooter, I mean, the pew-pewer unalived himself as he done it. I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm just hoping that these officials are not finally going to try to say it's somebody from the Democrat side, or either trying to point it as a person of color, because they have the person. He clearly was not a person of color. But how they do. They blame who they want. They try to make their own history up. But it's obvious what they're doing is wrong. A lot of so ain't nobody gonna attack you like this if what you're doing is right. No one's gonna attack you like that. So, but anyway, I hope they stop doing these stupid attacks, because it's just going to further the divide for no reason at all. All we have to do is be patient, and this will be over after a while. Going out there doing this crap is not going to help. Nothing is going to make matters worse. The only thing that's going to help is to show up in force and peacefully protest, to peacefully stand there and go against this mess. But to go out there pew-pewing people and causing havoc, wreaking havoc and stuff like that, it's not going to have. It's not what's going to work. It's not what's going to be sustainable. It's going to cause more issues than it's going to cause help. So just please, if you guys are thinking about doing anything like that, just don't do it, and just not think about it, and just stop. Come on, just stop. It's not worth it. It's not going to help the cause. It's not going to help anything. Just stop being idiots and just wait it out like the rest of us. We just got to wait. This happens. This is happening right now. This will not sustain. So just wait and it will stop. Pew-pewing people is not the answer. All right. So what we know about the pew-pewer, he didn't have any strong feelings about ICE, as far as I knew. Who's Noah Jan, the brother, said of his brother, who is accused of firing indiscriminately at the ICE facility in Dallas. The 29-year-old Texas man opened fire on the Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Dallas on Wednesday, the second instance in 2 weeks of a gunman, of a pew-pewman, setting up with a rifle on a rooftop and opening fire on communicating the message by writing on the projectiles. He was found unalive. The gun self-inflicted gunshot wound. VP Vance said evidence that's not yet public indicates that it was politically motivated, but they're always going to say that, so we don't know yet. Let the investigation happen before you start saying that. I never seen an administration in my whole life that talked about an investigation before the investigation was done, or there was real credible evidence, or the officials already. So it is what it is. 3 detainees in a van were hit. No ICE officers were hurt. So he didn't even get the target. So it's like, that's why I say don't do it, because the people who you're supposed to be affected or protecting or helping is the ones that's getting hit, because it's dumb. You're dumb for doing it. I'm sorry, it's just dumb. Don't do this crap. I don't like doing what they're doing either, but there ain't no way that should happen. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not. I'm sorry. There's no way. I don't care if you like it or not. There's just no way that this mess should happen. Okay. But it is what it is. Violence is not the way to solve issues on either side. It's like I said. It's the case of, like I said the other day, with the ultimate penalty where they unalive you. How can you? I'm just going to use regular language. How can you murder the murderer? If you murder the murderer, wouldn't that make you a murderer? So why are you going to pew at the oppressors? No, just let it happen. This never, if you look at history, it never ends well. There's nothing that any of us has to do. It will not end well. It's not going to end well for them. So just stop. Don't be that. Don't be that goofy that goes out here and gets yourself in trouble or unalive because you're trying to be goofy and trying to be a superhero and do stuff that nobody really wants to happen. We want it to stop, but not that way. Okay, you got to have ICE stop. ICE must be stopped, but that's not the way to do it. That's just going to cause more trouble and more issues for everyone. All right, so it's not, like I said, it's not really a lot out here. The FAFSA applications they're opening early for next year. They're opening early. They have a new process, and the questions, they went down from 100 or some questions down to 40, which is a good thing, But they've also put in some restrictions. Like I said, it feels like they want to limit how much education you can get, because, like I said, they don't want this country smart. We've got too much education. Loyola University's beloved Sister Jean retires at age 106. She's been blessed with a lot of years. She's been blessed with a lot of years. When she comes to the games and stuff like that, it seems like they do well when they're in the playoffs and things like that. Special Bears guest made an appearance at the Wiener Circle hot dog giveaway. It was without going in, it was Caleb Williams. He brought his dog there. He said he couldn't eat any because he got to get ready for the Raiders this weekend. Let's get ready for the Raiders. You can get a hot dog in the off season. The hot dogs don't taste the same in the summertime, even if you have to pay for it, than it does when you have it free. And I'm quite sure you're Caleb Williams. If you do well, I'm quite sure you're going to find a fan that's going to buy you a hot dog. So you would still probably get your hot dog for free. So yeah, you made the right move, Caleb. I like to see a Chicago Bears quarterback finally making the proper decisions on and off the field. Don't get that hot dog. Focus on the Raiders. Let's get this second W, become 2-2, and let's win out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know it's improbable, but let's go ahead and win out this season. Let's win the rest of these 14 games or 30, whatever, 15 games, whatever it is. I forgot how many weeks there is in football. I think it's 17. But I don't know. They got a bye week, so maybe I was right, 14. But anyway, so like I said, it's not a lot in the news right now. Everything had these stupid pop-ups. So there's going to be a new cafe car on the Metro train. So if you're riding from the suburbs into the city, you can get you a nice snack on the cafe car. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be fun. Surveillance video shows a small business hit by smash and grab burglary. Like I said, if we ever have get to where we have a brick and mortar store, that's not in my plans, but you never know what God has in store. But if we ever did do that, I certainly would not keep much merchandise, and definitely would not keep any cash in the store. We probably wouldn't even take cash, to be honest with you, because you ain't gonna come in and try to rob me and trying to get money. We won't take cash, Cards only, cards only. But we'll see what happens in that situation. Got a nice security company that I'm working on bringing in, getting their business started and going. So maybe if that happens, we can get some good security that'll stop that. Hopefully, it can be armed security by that time frame to really stop that smash and grab. You can come smash in, but you wouldn't get nothing because nothing would be left there. All right. So the news I'm not gonna go in and talk about right now. Let's see. The weather. Let's see if there's anything in the weather we can talk about really quick. It's 56 degrees out right now. It was nice and cool last night. I was so comfortable. Oh my God, I slept so good. Maybe that's why I'm so tired right now, because I sleep so much better when it's cold in the room. It's cool in the room. So today we expect a high of 74 degrees here in Chicago. Tomorrow, high at 81. It's like I said, summer's supposed to return for the weekend. I did hear them say that. But 74 degrees today, 56 for the low. So pretty decent, comfortable day today. It's not going to be too hot. It's not going to be too cool. Can have the windows open, the fans blowing, without the AC running up the light bill that doubled for no reason. It was like when it was warmer, the warmer months, when I had the main AC going and I had the little portable AC going in the bedroom. 2 months, two and a half months of that thing running like that, and my bill didn't go up. But then we turned it off because the weather started cooling off, and get the first bill after we turned it off, then it doubled. So I was just sick about that. So yeah, so something is not performing well. So this is the 10-day forecast, or the forecast for today. I'm not gonna go through the rest of the week because we're gonna just look at it as we go along. So yeah, no storms. Looks like this isn't packed. There's a little bit, as you can see, a little bit over here on the over the lake, but that's going away from us. So there's a couple of beach hazards in effect, as you can see at the top here. I'm not going to open them all up because you know what the beach hazard is. All right, so let's keep going. Yeah, Caleb Williams' explosion versus the Cowboys is a sign of things to come for the Bears. I really hope so because he played a wonderful game. I know there's a lot of people out there that soft on him. I am not. I still, like I said, I still felt like Justin Fields was a good quarterback, and I felt like if they were going to draft Caleb, I felt they should have kept Justin Fields and had a two-headed monster that they could have come out and ran some nice plays that no one would have been able to stop. I don't think anybody would have been able to stop plays with Justin Fields and Caleb Williams. The only true Bears jersey that I have is a Justin Fields jersey. I haven't worn it in a while, but I think I'm gonna start rocking it again, even though I know he's not with the team anymore. But Justin Fields is my boy, and I'm rooting for him. Caleb, I root for Caleb for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's a Bear right now, and number two, and probably more important than number one, he's a Williams. So you know what that means. If your last name is Williams, you are automatically, even if you're not blood related, you are automatically an honorary member of the Dub House. So if your last name is Williams, you are a member of the Dub House. You know, now unless you have a reason to get in my early bird program right now. You still got to pay for materials and stuff, but you are a member of the Dub House and you are considered family. Maybe I'll consider a discount for the Dub House. We'll see what happens. All right, for if your last name is Williams, I know it's biased, but something like a 5-10% discount because you're a Williams. Yeah, that'd be a nice gesture. A member of the Dub House, I might do that. Yeah. All right, so the Chicago Bears won their first game of this 2025 season, taking down the Dallas Cowboys 31-14 in Week 3. In the victory, quarterback Caleb Williams showed exactly why the Bears used the number one overall pick on him in 2024. He completed 19 of 28 passes for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns. It is the second time in his career that he threw 4 touchdowns in a game. But Week 3 marked the first times that he was able to operate head coaches Ben Johnson's offense to near perfection. So that means he's getting the hang of the offense. The new offense is being installed. It's kind of hard. You come in as a rookie under one coach, and you're learning his plays and his schemes, and then you have to come in under another one and learn theirs your very next year. But hey, you know what? It's going to be hard for him now, but guess what? That's going to do for him in the future. That's going to make him a better quarterback in the future. That's what I feel anyway. So like I said, I wasn't keen on Caleb Williams back when he was in the draft because I like Justin Fields. That's the only reason. But because he did well in college, I was hopeful. But then I also look back on people like Mitch Trubisky. I thought for sure Trubisky was going to come in and do it because to me he looked better than Caleb did, and a lot of other star quarterbacks that came in with Trubisky back then. He looked better than all of them coming into the league, and he just didn't pan out. He seems like he's been serviceable. I did see him play against the Bears in preseason. We were at the game with the Buffalo Bills. I believe that's where he was at. That's who I saw him play for. But he was, it was in and out because on that game, of course, preseason they're trying to see what they have, and they took him out, and they were just pretty much looking at different quarterbacks and how they were going to fit. So. So I didn't really get to. So we did get to see him play, but like I said, didn't get to see him do much or nothing because he only played for a few minutes. But yeah, those caveats won't go away after the Bears' first win. He must continue to play at the top of his game. We need that offensive line to come out like they did on last Sunday and protect him. He did not get sacked one time. We need to keep that up because that's been the problem for the Bears over the years. They just didn't have a good offensive line to protect the quarterback. I'm sorry, I know this goes against what a lot of people's thoughts were, but I enjoyed when Jay Cutler was a Bear. Jay Cutler, to me, was a good quarterback for the Bears, but we just had no offensive line that could protect him. The defensive lines could break through without nothing. It was like they were wet toilet paper trying to protect the quarterback, and they would just bust through and then sack him. And like I said, the biggest mistake my Bears made was when they let go Lovie Smith. And then also the second biggest mistake is not trying to bring him back. I think the best coach that the Bears have had in the last few years was Lovie Smith. Lovey Smith, it was one of my favorite coaches for the Bears. He brought them to the Super Bowl. He was it. But ever since, seems like ever since then, we have not been able to find a good coach. I'm hoping that and praying that Ben Johnson is the answer. I did like his offensive schemes there in Detroit, and then now here in Chicago, what I'm seeing so far has been pretty good. I just need to get on after Freedom Day on the 3rd. I'll finally likely be able to take a Sunday and watch a Bears game from beginning to end like I used to. Just sit on the couch and watch it because I won't be at work all day and then have to work on the business at night. So then be up all late because I'm trying to catch up. So I should be able to move and shake a little bit quicker and scale up a little bit faster. All right, so the final nail in the coffin in the game was when Williams found DJ Moore in the end zone for his final touchdown of the game. That was a good game for what I saw of it because, like I said, I was here working on the Dub House and I really didn't get an opportunity to just sit and watch the game. So it is what it is. Matt Eberflus, the Bears' former coach, he so-called told the Cowboys all the Bears schemes, but guess what? It's a whole new team and a whole new coach. We're going to keep on moving. So the New York Giants are to start rookie quarterback Jackson Dart after Russell Wilson has been benched after week 3 loss. So Russell Wilson has been benched. Russell Wilson came out as a cold quarterback, but I think life's distractions got to him now. His game isn't as part. Either that or the playing field has just gotten better and he just hasn't been able to adjust. But Dart will replace Russell Wilson as the team's starting quarterback. The rookie's first start will come against the the LA Chargers on Sunday. I wish they would have stayed at San Diego. I know my co-worker Donna feels the same way, but yeah, the Chargers, I missed them in San Diego. I was a San Diego Chargers fan, mainly because of Michael the Burner Turner from North Chicago, the high school I went to. So yeah, so they're like in my top 5 list of favorite teams in the NFL. The Chargers, and it's just a cool team. I don't know. All right, so I don't know. It was a cool team even back. Just some things that stick with you. A lot of folks liked them back in high school and back when I wanted to be a part of the crowd and didn't realize that being a part of the crowd wasn't always the best. So when they liked the Chargers back then, I was trying to like them, but I couldn't like them over my Bears. So definitely couldn't do that. So AEW Dynamite. So this looks like it's a story from yesterday's Now or Never on Britt Baker's return. I honestly missed a lot of the show because I was first part of it. I was paying more attention to. I was in the class, finishing the class up, and then also listening to Wednesday night service for my church. So then once that went off, I went and cooked dinner, and we sat down to eat, and I just didn't pay attention to the news. Oh boy! Speaking of 8, I came upstairs. My plan was to go back down to the kitchen and put food up. So we probably got food downstairs or sitting there from last night's dinner because I don't know if I put it up or not. I don't know if Auntie Woe did or not. We just didn't talk about it. But anyway, so I don't know if this happened. So now today that the show happened yesterday on the 24th. So they probably have the results out now. But I'm not looking for it. I did see that at the end of the match, Chris Statlander, at the end of the show, Chris Statlander defended her championship against the Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor interim television champion. I forgot her name, but she came out dance. I forgot her name, but she got beat badly, and then the Death Riders came out to welcome her into their group. And then Chris Statlander turned around and clothesline. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. I see his face, but I can't think of his name. Mina Shakara was who Chris Statlander defended against. But like I said, this was a preview, so I can't get the old dude's name. It's not going to show up because it's just a preview. So that's where we're at right there with the news. So thank you so much for being patient with me and going through those stories. It's not, like I said, it's not much out there right now in the news as far as news goes, but everything is happening. But go ahead and check things out that the Dub House is bringing to the table. like I said again, Dub House Blended Family, the introduction to the Blended Family that is available right now. It's priced at $19.06, but I left the sale on. I didn't change the sale price, so I left it at $11.06. Go ahead and support the Dub House. Less than a meal. It's cost less than a meal. Last time I ate out, I spent $15 on regular meal. This book is less than a meal. Go ahead and support the Dub House. Pick up a copy of the Blended Family Introduction. You can find that at www.dubhouse2019.com. Yeah, I know the last couple of days there was a 404 error, and I do apologize for that. I did not realize that was happening until someone pointed it out. Basically, I just had to go back in and reconnect the sales funnel to the URL. It was just two or three clicks, and it was back up and running. So, but you can go now. You can now go back there to www.dubhouse2019.com and pick up your copy of the Introduction to the Blended Family. Also, you can coming soon is the Blended Family Dating. That will be coming out in a month from tomorrow. That'll be released. So it's right now it's in formatting, getting put in the right format, and then we'll go through one final round of editing and review, and then it will be ready for sale. We're going to put it up for sale as soon as it's ready. I'm not going to announce it. If you just visit the site, you'll just see it there ready for sale, and we're just going to be pushing the October 26th date. I might do a pre-release sale, but unlike the introduction, this book is going to go back up to the regular price once the initial sale ends, because this book is really in depth and it's really going to teach you. So the introduction, I brought it down. I may do an even further sale on it just to get it out there. But then to get the, I may come up with a bundle price. You can get these two books for whatever. So we'll see. We'll see what happens and what I can do in the store. But yeah, so I really thank you guys so much. The crowdfunding source, the crowdfunding is coming soon. Again, like I said, I'm still working on that, even though I didn't touch it yesterday. But I've already read off to you the tiers of what you can get for your donations, so I'm not going to go off and read that again. If you would like to read it, if you would like to know more about it, please just reach out to me. Send me a private message, and we can go ahead and talk about it. And I'll go ahead and spell it out for you if you want to go ahead and donate early, even though the site is not out. But if you want to go ahead and donate, just let me know, because you can always donate. I can have you send it via Cash App or via Zelle if you have a Zelle connected bank. So yeah, so just reach out and let me know if you want to go ahead and do that. Like I said, Freedom Day is in a week and a day. Freedom Day is in a week and a day. That's how we're going to look at it, because you look at it any other way, you're setting yourself up for failure. So we're talking positive. We're talking good. Freedom Day is going to put us in a position to where we can go full time and hard working at the business. I won't have to stop and switch computers and jump into meetings and then work other people's work. I can just continue to work the Dub House work. So that's what we got going on, and that's where we're at. So just keep on the lookout for that, for those things happening. I got content coming out that I'm constantly creating. Just have to get some more credits for my AI, one of my AI programs, and then you're going to see a couple more Uncle Trey cartoons coming out. I'm going to even, just bringing things awareness. So the Uncle Trey cartoons, and try to incorporate Auntie Woe into it. But right now it's just a couple. Auntie Woe and Uncle Trey, we did have a quick, just with our avatar, we did have a short a preview of what's to come in Blended Family Dating. But just keep in mind that it's coming soon, and we're going to do a comic strip that I'm going to try to come up with. I haven't started trying to create it, but it's just a thought and idea, just content that I want to bring to the page. I'm just doing little things, finding little different features on things and trying to be silly, just get out there, just to bring light to the Dub House and some fun to the channel instead of just seriousness, talking about blended families. That's what we're doing. Also, I'm working on the courses. I actually hit create course, and then I drew a blank, but don't worry, once I have more time, I will be able to sit down and fully draw out my classes that I want to have on the dubhouse.com. So be ready, what's happening, and things are going to move pretty quickly. But it's 7:34 on Thursday, September 25th, 2025. Uncle Trey here has brought you the news, and we talked a little bit. The show today is going to go a little bit shorter than normal, like I said, because I got other things I got to get going and get prepared for. So that's what I'm trying to go ahead and do right now. Long day ahead of me. I got to work. I got a meeting that I have to get prepared for. That I am transitioning over to another person, so that way he'll start taking over that, because this is likely the last meeting with this client that I'm going to be on. Hopefully next week I won't have to be on any meetings other than jumping on just to introduce the person, and then they're going to take up from there. So we'll see what happens as we approach Freedom Day, and yeah, we got some things happening. So just be ready, and I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. But Freedom Day is coming. Freedom Day is coming 1 week from tomorrow, October 3rd, 2025. Um, yeah, so we just got to make it happen. So we're going to make it happen, and God has got us, and I'm trusting His word, and I'm leaning on that side instead of the nervous flesh. I'm leaning on the cool, calm spirit, and leaning on the peace that I get from my relationship with Jesus Christ, and my prayers that I say every day, all day. So don't ever let anyone take your shine, because I'm not letting this company take my shine. I'm not letting them take my happiness, even though this was a place that I worked at and I really liked working there. I worked there for almost 4 years. I put a lot of effort and a lot of love into that place, but this is where it ends up, because they changed how they wanted to do things, and then they changed what they pay. So they no longer pay anyone as much as I do. I think that it's a lot of it was my age, and because I wasn't on the executive team, they were. I was like, okay, basically, I was like a mid manager. I was like a mid level manager. So you know what they do to mid managers when you get to that point, they let you go. So they happened before I could get a point, before I could bust through that layer. But it is what it is. Definitely, it is what it is. Because yeah, how you gonna sit here and have me make me. I'm not even. I don't even have the. I'm not gonna go there. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after Freedom Day. We'll talk about it after Freedom Day. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, because I don't want. You don't know who's gonna see this right now. So after Freedom Day, we're gonna have. I'm gonna have a good conversation, and I'm gonna really tell my full thoughts on what I feel is happening. But anyway, we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to dwell on some happiness, and happiness is the Dove House being pushed full time. I seen on Facebook earlier one of the bros had his store A Fresh. Dante Brooks is closing shop. He is now an alderman in the city of North Chicago. He had a hoodie that said church hoodie. I'm like, man, I'm like at the brink of trying to make a joke with him or something, but laughing, but very, one of them LBVS, laughing but very serious. Ask him, hey, how much can I buy the idea for the church hoodie from you? I love that. And, now, that's playing sales. So tomorrow is my grandpa's funeral, however. So I may be running out tomorrow to the funeral, but after the funeral, I may stop by there by his shop, so that way I can pick up a sweatshirt. So yeah, I forgot. I gotta get ready for that. Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of people coming in town for this funeral. She was 97, I believe. And my uncle, he's in his 70s. He was taking care of her. My uncle Jesse is not my blood uncle. He's my his wife Renee was my aunt. That was my mom's sister. She passed away a few years ago in 2016. So now Uncle Jesse was there. He was taking care of his mom after her husband passed, and she moved in with him. And basically she just passed away. So now it's just Uncle Jesse's left. So now we just try to take care of them best we can. We all try to take care of them. My mom lives right around the corner. My aunt who passed away my mom's sister who passed away lived in my grandparents' house, which is right around the corner from all of them. So they got this family right around the corner from everybody. So it's real in touch. Even though my mom is usually at home, but she's with her boyfriend a lot. So, and nonetheless, this family is right around the corner. So, and then we're not too far away either. So, yeah. So, I'll deal with that tomorrow, and then I'll also stop by there at A Fresh. So this video has come to the end. It's the end of the Uncle Trey Talks for today, September 25th, 2025. I hope you enjoyed the show. I thank you so much. Be on the lookout for different shorts and clips that's going to come out today. And just remember, Uncle Trey loves you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So long for now, and I'll talk to you guys soon.